how important is it that your wife is happy in the relationship? We understand that happiness is an individual thing, but if we're talking about a lifetime, there it's a roller coaster, right? It's sometimes we happy, sometimes we not. It's a temporary emotion. But women are feeling like it is better to make a permanent decision on my temporary feelings. For what reason? Do men really care about why Mr. Happiness keeps taking their woman?
Mhm.
Or is it like, you know what? I fear, like he was saying, I fear the laws that could take place if she feels like she wants to jump ship because she feels she's not happy. And so, my question, just to add to the conversation and the men here, is I've never been married yet, but I am a person where I think that happiness is important, and I think that it's important to be happy with who you with. So if men are saying that women, it's a bad thing to be looking at Mr. Happiness, but the narrative is that women should go out and find this said happiness. What are men doing to combat that, to make it seem like marriage with them is the true happiness versus whatever that is out in the streets, that they are pretty much saying, I would rather go figure that out than be in the house with you.
Happiness is a very immature state of mind. It comes
Exactly.
and goes. But I want to just say that
You
the
took the
more
word right out of my
the
mouth.
better thing to look for in marriage is fulfillment. If that man is fulfilling everything and every need,
Yes.
because when you talk about happiness, man, I could be happy because my car is clean, and I could be fiery red.
Yeah.
It's just happiness is real tricky. I
Yep.
could gain 10 pounds and be upset,
Well, what
and
I looked up, SB, is just to add what you're thinking of it. One of the words that's synonymous with happiness is being content, which we know we are at a time now where most people aren't content. So,
there you go.
how are men helping their women stay content
There
with
you
you?
go.
Yeah.
Fulfillment. It is okay. So, men, y'all answer that question.
Happiness is temporary. It's all about fulfillment. What can I do for you? If we built together, take security bosses. We'll come a little local here. Take security boss's story with her husband. Security boss said when we first got together, we didn't have the money that we have today.
Right.
We had to build something. And what if security boss would have said right in the middle of that building, I'm just not happy. I'm out. I'm just gonna get this temporary penis over here and I'm just gonna deal with it. Then she wouldn't have that Maserati she just got for her birthday. Hell no, both sides. Come here, somebody.
Right.
She wouldn't have that Maserati she just got for her birthday if she would have left the man that was building the house to go be with a man for 30 minutes in an apartment. So we need to stop focusing on happiness and focus on fulfillment. He's going to fulfill you in every day. Hey, baby, every day is not going to be a happy day, right? We're going to suffer loss. Even biblically, I wasn't going to go biblically because I know a lot of people don't, but okay, so what? It is what it is. The Bible even tells you that happiness is temporary. It never even promises you happiness in the Bible. Find it and show it to me. It says that you will struggle, you will strive, you will have moments of
Long suffering. Sorry.
the loss. There we go. So if we know that, and then we cannot, if we put all our trust in happiness, then the divorce rate's going to continue to climb. JT?
So that was my question. What are men doing to make sure they're happy with you? Not necessarily happy, such as the joyful feeling, but happy knowing that I know, even though we mad at each other at the end of the day, I know that he's choosing me every day. I know that we want the best for each other. That in itself could make you happy, not the circumstance. So in conversations, we don't really hear men's perspective as to, this is my duty as a husband to
Mhm.
make sure she is content with her choice, or both of our choices of being together.
Mhm.
We get women need to stop chasing happiness, but maybe if they understood to be content, or men understood, I'm going to create a space for women to feel content with me always choosing her. They wouldn't feel like it's better to break up their homes to go find whatever this is, because they have an understanding that I am in a relationship, that I'm content and I am fulfilled even when I'm not happy. I know that I am
Right.
fulfilled. You kind of get what
And a
I'm saying?
man has to be consistent in that area, right? So, but the thing that confuses me is that the only person in the relationship that needs that is the woman. I
Well,
can
wait
come
a
home.
minute. I heard her say something,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
and what I heard her say is, "I'm a wife."
Hmm.
That's what I heard you say, Lucky. A wife's job is to know what a husband is and what it looks like.
Mm.
And in that, you'll note that he's on his purpose.
Right.
And the things that he's allowing you as the head of your house will fulfill you.
Yeah.
So it's your job to see the value in the man. And if you don't see it, that's a problem. That's where the problem is coming from. And what I said yesterday, was it yesterday, guys? I said like I was yesterday, but on my last live, is that there are not many people in these spaces that are teaching men to be the husband. We don't see it. I can talk all day long about women having the value as wives and aligning ourselves with what God wants us to be as wives. But nobody is coming right behind me and saying, now, husbands, just like these women, this is what you got to do. Love your mate. This. They're not doing it.
Well, I can tell you right now, it is not my job to make sure that you're happy. It's not my job for that. Now, if you connect to joy, it's something different. All of that is internal, what you're talking about. So for me to make you feel secure, provided for, that you are my family, I am responsible for you, even through my flaws, it's up to you to make sure that I maintain being a man. It's certain things that I have to do for you that I just can't, there's no compromising with it. So I have to provide for you. I have to protect you. I have to do these things. I don't have to make you happy. My duty should supersede how you feel. That takes the curriculum that we call relationship. That's the classroom that we induct ourselves in. That's when we enroll. Because guess what? When you are in a marriage, you're in a classroom. We're going to learn with each other. And it's going to be some times where you got to take remedial classes. You're going to fall. Guess what? That's where the grace comes in.
Come on.
That's when we give each other grace. We don't go and talk to our mama, our sisters, our girlfriends. We don't go and talk to our friends and put each other on in a bad light. That's a tough thing for people to do, because then we have these other feelings. I feel lonely. I'm by myself. All these different things that you would have. That's the man, and your job is to get each other to a point where we back good again. It's not going to be where we've arrived. You're never going to arrive. It's to death do you part. You're going to keep learning each other.
Lucky, let me add this. It's two things that I'm gonna put it in a smaller container so maybe women can understand it better. Men, if a man is supplying security and stability to a woman, she'll be happy. Security and stability. If they're supplying that, you will be happy. Now listen, I ain't saying you're gonna be jumping off the walls. I'm just saying you're not gonna have a problem with that man. What happens is when things start falling apart, he may lose his job. Things like that start happening where that stability and that security start fluctuating or dropping. We get fearful. And when a woman is fearful, she don't know what to do. That's when we get all messed up in our heads. Like if we don't know if the eviction notice is coming next, we start feeling like we'll be better off without them. But you know that shit ain't true. How could it be? We done been all our life. We live one time. Now we got to go figure it out. Oh, I'm better off without them. Come on. But that's how we think, because we get fearful. A woman has to have stability and security. And when men are offering that, we can definitely see the value crystal clear. Its problems come when there are issues. But if we know who that man is, you know, he can be down, but a good man don't stay down but maybe 2 or 3 days. He'll figure out a way to keep it going. So that's what you look for. That's where the fulfillment is in, the security and the stability.